What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's Damsel in Flight. If you're new, welcome to my channel. So a few weeks ago, one of my subscribers had suggested that I get RainX plastic water repellent, and I had no idea that RainX made this. I knew that they did stuff for glass but not for plastics, so thank you. And now whoever watches the video will know as well. So yeah, he suggested that I get the plastic water repellent for the Insta360 Dive Case and see if it helps with water droplets on the case above water. And he also suggested that I do a video comparing the case without the RainX and then with the RainX as well. So I took myself out 2 weekends ago and I got myself into some rougher water and I surfed a little bit without, and then I surfed with it. And then this past weekend, I went into 25-mile-an-hour gusts of wind and rain. I figured it's raining. RainX kind of goes hand in hand. So yeah, I got some great footage and I'll let you guys make an opinion before I give you mine. And let's dive in. All right, so I'm gonna go through this in sort of a live narration, sort of reaction video kind of way. And the first thing we're gonna look at is the case with RainX in dynamic water. So for this particular clip, you'll see that you have a nice little side view of both of those lenses on the case. This is your bow lens, and then this is your selfie lens. This is the one that's gonna get a lot of the splashes coming at it, which is also gonna help with the water shedding as well. This one, not so much, because your body would be shielding this. And again, this is above water, so keep that in mind. With that being said, you see that the water droplets are not moving, they're not jiggling, they're very stationary. And yeah, those are water droplets without RainX. Wanted you to see this because you're gonna see what I was talking about as far as water coming up over the bow into this lens and taking those water droplets away without RainX. Let's ignore the fog that you're seeing in there. I forgot my fog strips as usual. And I had to put silica packs in there that I had on hand. I just so happened to have them. And it kind of worked, but it didn't. Anyways, moving on. All right, wave number one, no RainX. Water droplets are present. Slow motion, wave number one, no RainX. Now the next one is the wave of the day. Check this out. This was with RainX, and look at the selfie POV. You don't really see a lot of water drops on there. They're tiny, but you don't really see them. You can see the striations of water happening even as the water is coming up at it. Goes over. Striations gone, but there's still water droplets left. Okay, here is the side by side. And now here it is in slow motion. So we'll just leave it at that. Again, let you form your own opinion. Next, let's take a look at the case without RainX and then with RainX in a rolling situation. Here is the first one. No RainX again. One more time. You see the striations happening, big water droplets coming down. Now here is one, this was in wind and rain also. You can see the whole entire case here. Yeah, clean as a whistle with the RainX. Here it is in slow motion. Here it is side by side. Slow motion side by side. All right, so I pulled another clip of a freshwater roll just to kind of give it that. This was in a lake that's about a half an hour drive from my apartment. And this is without RainX, and I'm pretty sure I didn't not lick the case this day too. So this is a just in case, no lick, no RainX, freshwater roll. And I'll give that to you in real time. Some water droplets, nothing bad at all. Slow motion. Some water striations happen there, no RainX either. Okay, so these are clips of the dive case in the rain and the dive case treated with RainX. I don't have any treated without RainX in the rain. I just didn't go out this season in the rain, and I should have, honestly. Next season for sure. Here you'll see the rain droplets are definitely just kind of coming down. You'll see a few of them kind of go and come away from it when it gets knocked. Here I'm paddling into wind, and in a second you'll see me kind of splash into a little white cap, and that white cap is going to put water over the bow and onto the camera. Next clip here is me just being cheeky and using my bilge pump after I was doing some self-rescues. I was practicing self-rescues in weather conditions that day just to kind of get ready for the colder months in fall and winter. So I've given you guys the clips so you can make your own opinions as to if it's worth using the RainX or not. And the reason I was doing that was because I think there's going to be differing opinions and differing perspectives and preferences on whether or not to use the RainX. Do I think the RainX eliminates the water droplets on the case? I don't think so. What I think it does do though is I think it promotes better water shedding. So if something dynamic does happen, it will take the water droplets off the case faster and I think more efficiently. I like it. I personally am going to use it again and more when I go out. Now, my one little caution about it is that I wonder if Insta360 has already pre-treated this and or if the plastic is made to be water shedding. I'm not sure. I don't know if this is going to degrade it by constantly wiping it down, but you have to clean it anyways, so it would still get ripped off if that were the case. Now, with the water droplets being static without the RainX, some might prefer that, so there's not a lot of movement on the lens, and others, like myself, I like the movement of the water droplets kind of jiggling, because that is one of the big differences that I did see with the RainX. There is jiggling of the water droplets, and I think it adds a little bit more dynamic, so you're not just staring at this like this one water droplet that just is right there. It has a little bit more movement. It could be distracting, yes. I don't think that you can really eliminate water from the lens completely. It's not made to be above water, it's made to be underwater. So it's something to accept and to deal with, but I think the RainX just makes it easier to eliminate, you know, what's already on there, so you could splash more water like I did on the bilge pump, and it will help your water come off your lens, or the water droplets come off the lens. So I like it. I'm gonna keep using it. Thank you, Peter, for letting me know that this exists. And honestly, I'm also going to be using this on my sunglasses that are plastic, or that have plastic lenses, and a few other things too that could use some RainX. So with that being said, one thing I can tell you that I'm never going to do again is I'm never going to lick the lenses like this thing is an ice cream cone. Never going to happen. And the reason being is I did this in the summertime and I licked one side of the case and the other side I did not lick, and there was a noticeable difference. The one that's facing me was the lens that I did not lick, no RainX of course, and look at the static water drops, that's how you can tell. And here, look how dirty this looks. It's messy, it's got like smears on it, it's not clear, there's no clarity to it. So I just don't lick the lens. That's really the point. Whether or not you use the RainX, obviously that is up to you. I'm gonna go in the next segment of this video. I'm just gonna show you how I apply the RainX. But before I do that, guys, like, I'm trying to get my channel to 500 subscribers. So if you are watching this video and this was helpful to you, please subscribe, please like the video. It would be very much appreciated. I've been seeing the channel grow almost on a daily basis, and it's just really cool just to watch your efforts actually take form and be tangible. So it's appreciated if you could do that. Yeah, with that being said, let's dive in. I applied the RainX two sort of ways. I applied it at the beach next to the water, which was not my favorite thing to do because the wind was there, it was wet, there was moisture on my microfiber cloth. I just didn't think that was the place to do it. I didn't know how to do it. I didn't read the directions until I got there, so that was shame on me. What I did enjoy though, and what I learned is you apply the RainX, you let it dry down, and then you buff it, and that's how the RainX is applied. So what I did was at home is I saturated this poor case with way too much RainX, and then I rubbed the lens with my finger all over the lens case. Then took a microfiber cloth and buffed it out after it had dried. So you can see here, it's cloudy. I was a little concerned at first, but once I took the microfiber cloth to it, it went away and it got nice and clean. And I did this when I went out into the rain that day, so you can definitely see that there were still the striations and it worked. So yeah, that's how you apply it. Nice and easy. I'm gonna put this montage up in a second. Before I do that, my usual outro. Thank you for watching. Please wear a life jacket if you get onto the water. Please pick up any kind of trash that is safe to pick up, even recycle. Sometimes you can reuse some of the stuff that you do find, and keep our oceans nice and clean and safe for everyone and for all of the creatures to enjoy. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace out. The things that you do to make your dreams come true is unreal.